Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to those of you that are watching the live broadcast. Welcome to those of you who are watching the replay. Oh, well, hello, Jackie. I am about to make some beef stir fry tonight, so I wanted to do a quick scope about that. I'm going to have some beef stir fried. I'm going to have some frozen veggies I'll stir fry up, and then my grain is going to be this lovely tortilla that I'm going to put in the toaster while all the rest of that is going down. So if you are new to me, I am independent Epicure senior leader Krysta Hartlen. I'm all about helping people make their meals go from raw to ready in 20 minutes or less without compromising on taste or nutrition. So I also help people all across Canada and support them in their businesses doing the same thing that I do. I'm passionate about teaching people how to fall back in love with their kitchens as I did. And so I'll go ahead and get started. And if you are new to Periscope, if you swipe left to right on an iPhone, up and down on an Android, you can see who else is checking out the scope, and you can also share this to your Twitter peeps and your Periscope peeps. If you click on the screen, it makes little hearts, as Jackie did a little bit ago, and if you are watching the replay, you can't do any of that, but you can hold down and scroll back and forth to go fast forward and rewind. So the first thing I'm going to do to get started is put my tortilla in the toaster oven, but to do that, I'm going to, and today I am recipe free, so I am totally winging it. This is just a little smidge of olive oil, and I've got teriyaki seasoning here, and I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of that on here, and what I'm going to do is just brush that around on my, just like this, just brush that around on my tortilla, just so, the point of this is so that it gets a little bit crispy while it is toasting, and then it'll be like a nice crispy tortilla. If I was not feeling lazy, I would cut this up into little wedges so I would have little tortilla chips, but I don't really feel like it today because I had a long day, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to pop behind me and put this in the toaster oven. All right, so that's on its way. Next, I have some beef here, and I forgot a fork. So what I'm going to do, here's something you'll learn about me if you don't know this already. I don't touch raw meat with my hands at all, ever. So I fork and knife it. So I am just going to cut off the, I'm going to move the camera so you can see what I'm doing. How's that sound? There you go. So no more face, but you can just watch what I'm doing. I'm going to just cut off the outside and the bone here of the beef. Fun facts about, and I'm sure all the people who are watching this that are trained in the food industry are horrified at what I do, but you know what, it works for me, and it makes it edible. When you're cutting chicken, you want to cut with the grain. When you're cutting beef, it goes against the grain, so that when you get a tough part which goes all the way through, it doesn't, I learned this last night at a cooking class actually, it doesn't go like a whole entire bite, you're just getting little bits of it. So I'm just cutting off the outside fat and bone here, and then I'm going to cut it into little strips, and it is going to go right into my wok, which is beside me on the stove, heating right now. So I'm going to go against the grain here. How's everybody doing tonight? If I missed who just popped on, hi there, welcome, I was looking down. I need some sort of notification or something to dingle at me when I'm when somebody new hops on the scope. How's everybody doing tonight? What did you all eat for dinner? Hopefully you've had your dinner by now. Nothing. Everybody ate nothing. That's good. Thanks to those of you that are hopping on now. If you are just checking out the replay for the first time, welcome, and welcome to my scope. I am not trained as a chef or cook by any means. I have learned all about cooking and eating through my Epicure business and the School of Hard Knocks. I often learn lots from people at my cooking classes who share with me little tips and tricks along the way. So you can hear the beef sizzling. It's just over here in my wok, and I will show you what that looks like here. So there it is there. I'm going to add in a little bit of soy sauce, just a splash. I'm going to... I don't know if I'm making some for you tomorrow, Jackie. I guess we'll have to see how much I decide to eat now. So I'm going to a little bit of soy sauce, and I've got some Asian stir-fry seasoning that I'm going to add to it as well. Add a little smidge more soy sauce. There we go. You could use tongs for this. They're just not really easy for me to grab here, so I'm using the beef. It cooks really, really super fast when you cut it into strips like this, which is great. So I'm going to let it do its thing for a little bit here, and I will come back to that momentarily. Alrighty, and now I'm going to get the veggies ready to go. So you can use any kinds of veggies really. I have chosen this nice summer blend of garden vegetables. You could use broccoli and cauliflower. You could use fresh. It's really hard to find fresh veggies at this time of year. Produce is really expensive, especially here in Canada. A head of cauliflower I think is as much as $7 or $8 depending what grocery stores you are in. And so it is a great idea to buy frozen and eat the frozen stuff, and buy the things that are seasonal, things are on sale. Keep an eye out for flyers, and when there is a sale on something, stock up and freeze it yourself. So I miss my bell peppers, and I don't have a whole lot of asparagus. It's also really expensive this time of year, so that's why I picked this one. So I'm just making dinner for myself here. It might be time for Jackie, and I think I will actually make some extras for her. So I'm going to measure out 3 cups of frozen veggies, and I'm going to add it to the stir fry in just a moment here. It's just about done cooking the beef there. So then I'm just adding the veggies really for the purpose of thawing them and getting them a little bit cooked once the beef is done. So that's pretty well just about done. Nothing pink left. It's all nice and brown. So I'm going to add my first round of veggies here. Oh, I have low battery. Hopefully we'll make it to the end here. Something that's really important I've found about cooking meals is finding the right timing of when to start what, because if you don't do that, then you end up with something cold. So I try to look at a recipe or look at all the things that I'm making and figure out what's going to take the longest. Do that first, and do whatever's going to be the shortest last. So there are my veggies in my wok, hanging out and doing their thing. And I'll show you how nice and colorful that looks. Isn't that pretty? You really want to get a mixture of lots of different colors of veggies. All the different colors do all sorts of different things. Plus, it's really appetizing. Something really important about cooking for yourself and cooking healthy is that you want it to look good. I heard that the other day from somebody. Gosh, I wish I could remember who it was, whose scope it was. They were really great. And they said you want to spend time putting your food together nicely, having it be really appetizing and look appealing, because when it looks gross or looks like, I'll say air quotes, healthy food, it's not something that that you really feel like eating, and you don't feel good about eating healthy. You feel like you're missing out. But when it looks gorgeous like this, all these bright colors, red and the orange peppers and the asparagus, then it's something that you want to eat, you want to serve. You could do this on a bed of rice. Facts are, I'm really terrible at making rice, and I'm really not, and I could have quinoa, but I just didn't feel like it today. That's why I'm having the tortilla as my grain. But this would go really, really nice on a bed of rice or quinoa or couscous or whatever grain you like to use. I think we are just about done here. The veggies are getting pretty soft. I'm going to go check on, and the tortilla is done. So that is pretty much everything. Dinner in however long that took us. And I'm very excited to eat. Make sure to check out my Twitter feeds shortly. I'll post a picture of the finished product. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a good night.